Come on in, welcome to my home. Today we are testing out, getting my first reaction, unboxing two different things. One is a gourmet pasta press and a pasta press attachment, and the other is a flour funnel. Those should be interesting. Like I said, this is me unboxing them. The last time it's from the same company that I did the pasta maker the last time, which was G-Vode, I do believe. So we are unboxing this. It comes with instructions, and it's supposed to, we'll get into this. So we have our cleaning utensil. We have the body of the machine itself. Then whatever this is, don't know yet. And then a bunch of different attachments. The first thing that I'm noticing is that this actually has quite a bit of weight to it. And, oh, okay, I get it. Should be pretty easy. You load it in like this, and you do that. Kind of straightforward. This is the part that you take apart. You can brush this out, and we'll clean all these things together. Brushing this. None of this, of course, can be submerged in water. I do believe the plastic pieces can go into the dishwasher, and then you have your different die cuts, which are all like these, and we'll go over those as we use them. But first things first, and with the funnel, it is just straightforward. But first things first, we need to clean this. So let's go over to the sink and clean. Alright, so the first piece I'm going to clean is this main piece. With this, I'm just going to lightly brush it off. Nothing amazing. And then wipe it down. Okay. Then the extruding part, we will wipe that off. Don't forget to clean the cutting part, because there's the cutting part. Now we have, this is the turbine, or it's the gear which actually helps it push the dough through. Make sure that's all nice and clean. This is 100% plastic. Then I will look what this is. I'm also cleaning the storage cases because that's one of the things people have a tendency to forget to clean, and they need clean. Alright, so we have all the different parts. So we have all the different parts laid out. They're wonderful. Found out this is the pusher. It's the pusher. You have the attachment body, and then this goes into the motor. Seems weird. There we go. Okay. Then, of course, we have our belt-driven gear, our screw-driven item, and then the different dies. I'll put those there. What am I going to make today? I want something fairly easy. Yeah, we'll go with this one. So then, the one thing which I'm noticing right away is that there's only storage space for those. You still have one die which is going to have to fit inside of this. That's sort of interesting. So to put this together, it fits nicely together. Just like that. Screw this on. Oh, it doesn't. It literally goes in like this. Interesting. Okay, and then on the machine, let's disconnect this real quick. On the machine, I take that out. And then I'm going to have to remove the bowl. There we go. Alright, so now I have all my ingredients together. The first thing I need to do is whisk up these eggs. That's 3 large eggs. I'll list the ingredients down below in the description, but I mean, it's pretty easy. Now the even easier part. I'm going to put in my eggs, my tablespoon of oil. I'm using sea salt, so I'm using just a pinch. So now we're going to set this on low. And I'm going to slowly add in my flour in the funnel. I'll turn this off for a second. Now that my flour is in there, I do not need the funnel. So I'm going to take it out. Come on, funnel. There you go. Put that back. And we'll let it go. We're going to let this knead for about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm probably going to go about 7 minutes. I'm going to stop this for a second and knead. Alright, this has been going... Alright, this has been going for about 8 minutes. I am going to turn this off. The dough has come together. I'm just going to give it a few last presses. I think most doughs you want to give those few final, like a minute or so to knead it. It springs back, it's doing well. Okay, if I get the plastic wrap out. Okay, so now we cover it with plastic wrap. sealing it completely. Now we're going to let this rest for about 20 to 30 minutes. Alright, our dough has rested for 30 minutes. I'm going to attach our press. Remove that. Get that in there. There we go. There we go. Alright, so now we unwrap this, and then we're going to divide this into little balls. Alright, in here is the macaroni attachment. I'm going to make sure everything's locked down. Start it on low. I'm going to put my silicone mat underneath there, and then let it do its thing. Cut. But this is much better. That was pretty cool. This looks actually pretty neat. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to unplug this, and I'm going to change the die. There we go. That's a lot of dough still left in there. Normally you would just let this run through, but since we want to try out some other cutters, we're going to try it. Turn it back on after you plug it in. We're going to do one last change. As you can see, there's a lot of dough which gets left inside of it. There we go. All right. All right. Let's do one last change. Okay, so the noodles of course have to dry, But let's try the important thing. Let's try cleaning it and see how well that works. The upper part, which attaches to the body of the machine, just gets wiped off. Cool. Now let's see what this looks like. Alright, first things first, we are going to completely wash. Yeah, that's my soap over there. Clean it from this side. The ones with the bigger openings are much easier to clean, as you would expect. I wonder if a different brush would be better. Yes. Different brush, stiffer brush. Alright, after using this, I can honestly say this was actually kind of fun. Was not hard to clean. I ended up using a brush that had a stiffer bristle than the brush it comes from, which cleaned up really easy. Of course, all of these have to dry out a bit so they can harden up and then we can use them. If you follow me on social media, you will see me. I'll make these into some sort of pasta dish. But yes, this is not one of those things where I was instantly like, oh, I've got to get rid of this. This was terrible. No, the pasta press was really good. So I think for the first time that I used it, I've learned a lot. I will use it again, but this was actually kind of cool. The flour funnel, it wasn't bad, but I mean, it wasn't anything revolutionary. It did work. I think if I would have had a smaller bowl, it would have been easier to use, but it wasn't bad. So the flour funnel also isn't bad at all. So realistically, I would say that this is like a 7 star. This out of 10, this is like a 3 or a 5 out of 10. Yeah, so yeah, take it as you will. But yeah, I thought I had a lot of fun with this. This is really cool. Something I think that you might actually like to do. I will link the products down below. These I did get for trying them out. I did get them so I did not have to pay for anything for these except for the materials that I used. But yeah, these are actually kind of cool. I really do like this. I'm going to you'll see it again popping up in some videos. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like for this video. You can also share this video. At this time, I'd like to thank these wonderful people who helped me come up with these ideas for making videos like this. You could become part of the Patreon or part of the channel members. It really helps support this video and lets me do bigger and better videos. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope we get to see you again the next time you stop by.